The Cathedral of Saints Peter and Paul is a Roman Catholic cathedral located on the Petrov Hill in the Brno Stred district of the city of Brno in the Czech Republic. It is commonly referred to locally as simply Petrov. It is the seat of the Diocese of Brno and a national cultural monument that is one of the most important pieces of architecture in South Moravia. The interior is mostly Baroque in style, while the exterior shell is Gothic that dates mostly from the 14th century, and its impressive 84-metre-high towers were constructed to the Gothic revival designs of the architect August Kirstein between 1901 and 1909. The original cathedral site dates to the 11th century. The site of the Cathedral of Saints Peter and Paul has housed a church since at least the 11th and 12th centuries. A Romanesque chapel was built there in about 1140, during the reign of Margrave Conrad II Otto. It contained a crypt, which now lies under the paving of the entrance to the current church, built probably for the burial of an important local dignitary, or as a court chapel. A larger church, possibly a Romanesque basilica with embryonic Gothic forms, was constructed there around the 1230s and dedicated to St. Peter. It was damaged, however, in a large fire that swept through the city of Brno in 1306. A cemetery with the Chapel of the Holy Trinity was constructed adjacent to the church in 1368. The first documentation of the patronage of both Saints Peter and Paul dates from 1378. The oldest elements of the interior equipment include a boxed tabernacle in the Marian Chapel, dating from 1652, later altered in 1783 by the sculptor André Schweigel, and the marble body of the baptistry from 1656 by Simon Brandt. The church pews were created in 1738 by the carpenter André Roma, and confessionals dating from the 1840s were moved here from the Jesuit church in the late 1970s. Some think the previous benches were made in 1654 by Peter Tobias Pacher. There are two more types of cabinets in the sacristy. Some contain inlay work, probably by Jan Pelikan from 1717. The others are stylistically older and decorated with black profiled mouldings. The main altar is the work of August Prokop and Karl Voresch, 1891. The side altars, the pulpit, the original main altar, and other stucco decorations were created in the late Baroque style in the 1770s or 1780s in Schweigel's workshop. In 1909, the church was furnished with a new organ made by the Bratry Pashtikové Company from Žižkov. The sculptor Yuri Marek created modern Stations of the Cross. Traditionally, the bells of the cathedral are rung at 11 o'clock in the morning instead of 12 noon. The reason for this, according to legend, is that during the 30 Years' War, the invading Swedes had promised, when laying siege to Brno, that they would call off their attack if they had not succeeded in taking the city by midday on the 15th of August. The battle underway, some shrewd citizens decided to ring the bells an hour early on this date, fooling the Swedes into breaking off the siege and leaving empty-handed.